composition, colors, shapes, and feeling. For Spokane artist Victoria Brace, these basic tenets are part of a visual language that creates certain emotions and feelings that she says are relevant to the arts. Born and raised in Moscow, Russia, and a graduate of the Moscow College of Art in 1987, Victoria moved into the computer graphics field in 1992 after participating in art shows in and around the city of Moscow. After moving to the United States in 1997, she ended up in Spokane, Washington in 1999, working for Cyan, a local adventure game creator.
In 1993, when Myst came out, and I was working in Moscow in a small startup company, we were creating a game, and we saw Myst for the first time. Yeah, a whole group of us gathered in front of a screen and trying to play through the game, and I looked at it. I saw how it all looks and the feel of it, and I thought, this is what I want to do in my life. I worked in CG field, probably close to 20 years, I think. It was amazing. It was absolutely new at the time. I mean, it was, 90s. It was exciting, but I did miss the physical aspect of art, oil paints, canvas, brushes, all that, that you can touch it. I did eventually quit my computer graphics job and became a painter full-time again.
With a bevy of artistic works in her rear-view mirror, Victoria manages to keep her paintings fresh, using skills she adopted early in her art career.
I have an image suddenly pops in my head. Anything can spark it. Piece of music, conversation I hear, I see something, little thing, and suddenly pop, I see painting. It's not a precise idea, just the feel of it and where I want to go. And I do a little thumbnail sketch. It's not a beautiful sketch, it's just like, a note to myself, not to forget what I was feeling at the moment. And then I start shaping it on canvas. I kind of block in big shapes, big masses of color, and I start moving them around, and eventually it forms. Certain things, they show from the previous layers, certain things get reworked, and it kind of builds up. And eventually, I see it's there. What I wanted to say is there. I always was drawing and painting when I was a kid. I didn't think about being an artist. I just loved to do it. And it was a good excuse not to do house chores. Everybody leave me alone, I'm drawing. And somebody said one becomes an artist because he or she wants to be all day alone in a room with nobody telling you what to do. And that's precisely it.
Although in many of Victoria's oil paintings, you can point to a certain amount of realism. She describes her works as contemporary realism, but she's very mindful realism is just a word.
I don't like isms. Basically, you learn the rules, you learn how to do things, and then you start breaking the rules, and then you start manipulating things. And kind of like manipulating reality, creating your own place, your own world sort of thing. It took me a long time to break out of this just plain realistic way of painting, because what I want is more, what's beyond realism. Every good realistic painting should have a strong abstract concept underneath, otherwise it will fall apart.
Occasionally, when there needs to be a recalibration, Victoria turns to drawing and painting herself, which she says gets her back to basics.
For me, self-portraits are mostly very utilitarian thing. To do figurative work without a live model you still need this grounding. You need exercise. You need to go back and sometimes paint not what you know, but what you see. So self-portraits, it's just, I always have myself. If I need a model, if I need to see how the light hits, how the colors change, the anatomy and everything, I just, paint a self-portrait, kind of get myself back to basics. Most of my paintings are painted without models. Sometimes based on life sketches, but quite often it's just, constructing, building, and creating a person. My friend once told me, you create those people and then you befriend them. I thought it was so sweet.